It's time for another budget review. For those of you who are new, I did pick the Hemlock and Oak 2024 Daily Planner for my budget planner. I just absolutely love this planner, guys. It's perfect for my needs with this. And I mean, if you haven't given them a look-sees, check out their website. They come in weeklies, dailies, and they're just absolutely gorgeous planners. And with that, I'm just going to go ahead and just get right on into this. So, I always like to share the type of planner that I am using, especially this one because most people haven't heard about it. So, they give you this 1 year at a glance page. I kind of use it like an overview. Again, nothing's really happening yet. It does get a little bit busier here once the years gets going, but for the most part, this page is pretty calm. All of the paydays are in green. Holidays and birthdays are marked in purple. The focus account, I am paying off my debts in a snowball. So what I do is I take the account that I'm focusing on, which is, why it's called the focus account. Uh, I don't know. Those are the terms that I use, guys. It's the best way I could explain it. But yeah, so I took all of my accounts, I listed them from smallest to largest, and I just focus on one at a time. The rest of them get the minimum, and then this is the one that gets all of the extra payments until it's paid off. When it is paid off, I do mark it on the mini calendar. Another thing that I do like to add on here would be the vehicle expenses. So the yearly car inspection, plate renewals. Last year I also had the driver's license renewal. Um, so I like marking those on here as well because it's really easy to forget that those are coming up. And of course, I have the large amounts of funds coming in, and we will, soon, hopefully. I mean, I really don't want to. That's why I've been putting it off. But we will also mark on here whenever I file and pay my taxes. Just keep putting it off. I do have spring break coming up this week, so that's really what I'm looking forward to for spring break is it's gonna be tax day. Yay! So that's really how I use this page. Um, like I said, it's pretty naked right now, but once things start picking up, it starts getting filled in, and it's just really nice to see how things change if you have like what are bi-weekly pays, what we call the month where you get that extra pay, but it's not really an extra pay because you're getting used to paid every 2 weeks, you get to see like differences in where you have the 3 pays in a month versus the two. You could also see differences in how quickly you could pay down your debts, during the winter, the summer. It's just weird things. I've just learned weird things about my spending from this page alone. So, like I said, it's a little boring. It's a little boring right now, but as the year starts picking up, it starts giving us more info. This is something that's new. I wanted to take advantage of this whole holiday page because they did take a lot of time out to, make this all nice. One thing that I do is I tend to wait until the very last moment. As we can see, Easter is this weekend, and have I done anything for Easter yet? No, no, I have not. So I am definitely a procrastinator. Um, so what I'm hoping for this year, and please apologize for the squeaky floor here. Okay, we got a very live floor. Uh, I'm not sitting down for this voiceover, so if it's in the background, I'm sorry. It's just the squeaky floor. But no, I wanted to take advantage of this holidays, and like I said, like I'm a procrastinator. I always wait until the last moment. So what I figured is the least that I could do this year is I'm gonna write down what I do purchase for that holiday and how much it was. And then this way, next year I can at least kind of get an estimate of what I'm going to need for each of those holidays. These are the main ones that I normally spend on, so like I said, these are the big spenders. So again, next year I'm gonna have a better idea of what I need to survive those holidays. Um, this is the 2 years at a glance. Again, I printed this off and I had to insert it um, in last year's edition. What would it have been? 2023's. It came with this, and they took it out. And this really wouldn't have been a page that I really wouldn't have looked at ever, except for last year, because I wanted to use every page in the planner. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to take my projected payoff dates and I'll mark them down at the bottom of the month. And then I started deciding, like, okay, well, I'm going to also highlight the week as I'm paying off the focus account. And it's just a nifty little way of seeing how long it takes you to pay off each of the accounts. So again, like, we're just getting started. We're 3 months in. And I mean, granted, okay, I know it's not like we're just getting started here, guys. Like, we're almost done with the first quarter. But to me, we're still getting started. I'm a procrastinator, okay? So, yeah, so, like, I know it looks boring, but again, once we start getting into it, it does start getting interesting. You start seeing that, okay, it took me 7 weeks to pay off this one. Now, I'm starting to get antsy with this next card because it's like, God, why is this taking so long? But it really isn't. It's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm on the fifth week. This one is about double of what this one is. So technically, like, I'm not even near the halfway mark on it. So in my mind, I'm thinking, like, this is taking way longer than it should, but mathematically, I am right on pace. So that's what this page really helps me with, and it also gives me the light at the end of the tunnel here, because that is my projected payoff date if I do everything that I'm supposed to do. Another thing that I added in for this year would be the needs versus wants. This seems to be my biggest issue, and I am getting a lot better at it. The hardest part for me now is trying to explain to myself, why we're going to save for the want instead of just going out and buying it. But I have gotten a lot better versus 4 years ago. So we got this cute little Pigos page here. Of course, the car loan, that's another mission of mine this year, is I want to get this thing gone with, just because I really need another car, guys. The car I got is horrible. It is, but this kind of gotta go, okay? And of course, I mean, you always want to work on future goals, but right now I am focused on getting rid of this. So if anything future wise does come up, it will eventually make it on that page. But for right now, I am focused, highly focused on getting this gone. So, this is round 2 of Detris. Round 1 was last year's, and I was able to get 10,000 removed. So, it's like, oh, thank you. So that's not bad. I never would have thought that I would have got 10,000 paid off on it last year, so that was surprising. And again, we're just shooting for it again this year, and just waiting to see how much more we could get removed from these. So, like I said earlier, I am doing the snowball method. That's where you're starting with the smallest amount to the largest. You could also try the avalanche, where you start with the highest and then you go to the lowest. I just prefer the snowball for the motivation. Am I going to end up paying a little bit more on interest by doing it this method? Yes. But the way that I see it, I've been carrying this for like 10 plus years. If I just gotta wait one more year, I don't care. I need the quick motivation to say, okay, next account. One of the things that I do use is the Debt Payoff Planner app or stebit.com. I do have this linked in the description down below. And what it does is you punch in all the information for your accounts and it gives you a nice little payoff sheet. And like I said, if you follow this, you will meet the payoff dates. The hardest part is following it because, I mean, guys, we wouldn't have got into the situation here um, if we actually had what I like to call self control. And yeah, I have to laugh about it because if I don't, yeah, I do get very angry about it. So I laugh about it, and it's like those were so many bad choices, so many bad choices. But the best thing you could do is just go day by day and just say, I'm making better choices now to, get rid of this. But yeah, so we've got more blocks colored in for Detchers. And like I said, it's just one block at a time. I did learn that I'm very, very close to getting that ninth block. Again, this is why I do Detchers, because I'm not viewing it as paying down the debt. I'm viewing it as purchasing another block. So I'm very close. I believe it was like $2. But I still have one more $50 payment for this month. And I still feel like I could do another one and then get like that other block. So I might be able to get 10 by the end of this month. So I'm not done with this in the green yet. You got to do what it takes, guys. And for me, that's what gets me going there. So again, with the whole monthly layout here, which I never filled it in. I'll have to, I don't know, maybe I'll take a break here and I'll fill that in. But yeah, so what I do is I just do all the projected pay dates for the the paychecks, and then all of the bills that are due. I do change the color for the checkbox here. Those you see in tan, those are my mandatory bills. They're like fixed expenses. That would be like the rent, health insurance, credit cards, loans, phone, utilities, just things that are typically due on a certain day, and the amounts rarely change. Um, there are also the things that you're going to get like a late fee or something on if you don't pay it on that date. So what I like to do with this is, for people like me who get paid every other week, it helps you realize that whatever, because this is a payday here, so I would cover this up. Whatever is up to this date must be covered by this pay. Can I cover some of these with this? Yes, but only if I have enough left over, and I would start working on these ones. Just because I know I have a little bit more time with this pay period for these ones. So that's how I'm using this, is it just kind of gives you that nice visual glance of, hey, this is coming up, and this is where you're going to need the funds from. Another reason why I like doing this would be a good example here in April, this is my car loan payment. It takes me 5 days to transfer these funds from one bank to another. It sucks. It takes forever. But if I would just be following like what I just stated there, I would say, oh, well, I could use it on this pay period. But now that I know that it immediately follows after this, I do not have enough time for those funds to be transferred from this pay. So that must be paid with this pay. So again, that's how I'm using this monthly calendar here. I also use it to keep track of the daily savings goal, making sure that those are being taken out when they're supposed to be. The additional payments that I was saying. So I do those every Sunday. So that's a 50. I marked it over here. Never went back to the sidebar, guys. So we got that one taken care of. I'm just going to fill that in as we're going. No reason to stop now. So let's see here. There's 24th. Skip to Monday. And I got no. I was a little bad this week, guys. Wednesday, Thursday. March is not my best month here. Okay, and then that one I do not have ticked for a reason. Okay, so I am going to take a quick break here, guys, but I promise I will return. Alrighty, a lot happened in that break there. It was like perfect timing, though. Had to block a lot of phone calls, you know. I think I was getting spam calls from Lowe's. I don't know. I went on, I checked the balance, everything's zero, so I have no idea. But yeah, 7 calls in a row from Lowe's. Um, even got a call from my son, so I was like, wow. But yeah, no, we're back. I believe that we discussed how I used a monthly layout here. So let's get on to the weekly review. And I would have loved it. It would have been St. Patty's Day. Just basically, that's always a good day for me. I'm always in a good mood. It's, again, we're getting closer to spring, more sunshine, just a little bit warmer weather. Don't have to worry about all the snow and ice. I even went shopping with the Pops. I do end up spending a lot more when I'm grocery shopping with the Pops. I probably should have split this a little bit because some of it is for like a St. Patty's Day themed dinner, but I mean, at the same time, food's food, and it's not Easter, so I don't know. Like, I'm gonna say because 30 of it was for, what we had for dinner that night. That's why Ray paid half. But other than that, I mean, it's groceries. I pretty much ate it like up until Wednesday, so yeah. Food is food. So yeah, we went grocery shopping. It was a wee bit higher because I did go with my dad, but at the same time, I was holiday shopping at the same time. Also got a refresher on oil for the Jeep. The 5-gallon jugs were on sale, so I said, why not? And I just used cash out of the wallet to cover that. Uh, Monday again, I'm just re-explaining myself like, look, this is the week before payday. I always like get these spur of the moment purchases on this week. I don't know what it is about this week that makes me want to do that. I know I should not do that, but I mean, it really hasn't stopped me before in the past. Like I said, I am getting better with this. But again, it's just a friendly reminder of, stick to the basics, stick to the needs. And again, just a friendly reminder that when I do go out to eat while on break at work, it needs to be 20 or less for the week. I feel like that's a decent amount. That's $4 or less a day. Normally, as we can see, it's normally under 3, so I'm even giving myself some wiggle room here. Um, yeah, it was a Shamrock Shake, guys. I really wanted the Shamrock Shake. But the way that I saw it as is if I could still stay under, it still gets me under the 20. Did I need to shake new? But again, I'm trying to give myself those like little things so that I don't go out and buy big things, because that's what I do if I put myself on a strict budget. I have tried those in the past and they have failed miserably. So I do have to give myself a little bit of fun here and there. Another thing that I do, as we can see, fun funds, that is my stash funds. Every paycheck I do put $50 into what I call the stash funds. It's a savings account that I just put off to the side, just for those things of where you're gonna buy it, you don't need to buy it, but it's either like it's things that I know that I want like right now. If they're on like a really good price, or in this case is protein powder. I mean, do I need it? Not necessarily. Like, I'm still gonna live if I don't have it. Just the thing is that with the workouts that I've been doing, um I started noticing like my energy levels are starting to go down. Like, my body is sore. It's like sore, okay? And I was like, okay, I'm starting to think about it. And I was like, dude, like, you should probably be adding protein in that, like, more of it into your diet. And protein shakes are probably one of the cheapest ways of doing that. So I did find one that, meets all the requirements. And like I said, I used the stash funds. Then that way it's not coming out of the bank account, because we could see it can't come out of the bank account because I don't have it. Um, could I have waited till Friday to purchase it? Yes. Again, I'm not gonna die if I don't have it. So that's that's really how I figure out the needs versus the wants. Are you gonna be homeless? Are you gonna be starving? Are you gonna die? It really helps separate the needs versus the wants. So yes, this is a want. It is health related, but I mean, in reality, it's a want. But I got it covered with the stash fund, so it makes it a guilt-free purchase. Um, Another thing here is, which I swear I've been saying this, I'm gonna say for at least the last three, I know for sure, the last three pay periods. I always need to fill the tank up like 2 or 3 days before the payday. So I'm gonna say, I think it's safe to say that we now know, 3 months in, when I purchase gasoline. So I am gonna start which I have started, a gas funds savings account, just like I have the stash funds. And this way, the next time that we come to do this, and it's on the week right before payday, and I say, oh, I had to go get gas again, I have the funds. They're in there, they're ready. So that's one way that's going to help me not have to use the credit card, because technically this was on the card until I paid it on payday. This is another one. Again, this is something that was, it's not necessary, but then again, with the circumstances that we've had this week, in the area that I have, right around St. Patty's Day, they never actually do it on the weekend of St. Patty's Day. It's either right before or right after, but it is a college town, and they just go absolutely wild up here. I guess people come from other states and stuff to party in my small town. Why? I don't know. I live here and I'm just like, there ain't nothing, guys, okay? There's really nothing to see here. But yeah, apparently people travel far and wide to come visit my hometown on this weekend. So all of the residents have learned, do not go outside. It's crazy out there. There's at least a shooting, a stabbing. I'm not quite sure what happened this weekend yet. I do know that a truck was plowing through Main Street at like 80 or 90 miles per hour. Lots of bad things happened with that. But as far as I know of, there's no deaths this week, so that's good. But yes, we stay inside. So Thursday, I'm starting to be a little proactive with this, because again, they start coming into town on Friday night. So you really, once you're done with work, you go home and you just lock the doors, and you just say, okay, I'm in until Monday. So yeah. Welcome to my hometown. So, did I need to purchase the morals? No. But knowing that there was a chance that I might not get to purchase them on the following day, which is Friday, I just decided better safe than sorry. And I mean, I get paid the next day anyways, and I know I'm gonna cover it. But again, I am trying to break myself out of the habit of using the card. But I don't know how I call it, an odd situation here. So Fridays was to make it right. Again, I got everything from the week paid, and I even made an extra sheet strip just because of the weekend. I hit like prime time, nobody was in there, so it was nice. Um, yeah, look at this. See, this shows you. This shows you this weekend, guys. uh, so into looking out at your driveway, trying to make sure nobody pulls in and hits your car, which almost happened 3 times last night. It's been a very long night. It's been a very long weekend. But yeah, the main mission for Friday was to make it right there. Um, so I did finally have the funds that were remaining, just threw them in the stash. Again, I made that regular stash installment. I finished out March's daily savings goal. That's the 80. The 8 is wonky because Bert was hanging on to me. Um, even put in some overtime funds, put those in the stash. Um, oh God, what else did I do? Of course, made another purchase of sheets, and I got that gas and the other sheets purchase. Got those paid off, so those are all caught up. Everything's good. Getting into Saturday. Again, I online shop when I'm stressed, and like I said, yesterday was a very stressful day because you got to make sure that the mob stays out of your yard. And guys, like, I'm being serious. I'm pretty sure that there's videos of this on YouTube somewhere, but it is IU patties. Just look that up and you will see what I mean about a sea of people in a town that is not capable of, handling that. So yeah, I online shop when I'm stressed, and in a weird way, this was a very good purchase. Like I said, I've been working out a lot, and one of my problems is the weights that I'm using. I can definitely start moving up in weight. Weight volumes. Pounds, I can move up in pounds, okay? I don't really know what the correct terminology is, but for anybody who has tried to purchase dumbbells or weight plates, they are generally $1 or $1.50 per pound, and I found a nice set. That's a 100-pound set for 73, and I already know that I have like $25 worth of points on that card. So what I'm doing here is I am gonna make I'm gonna make a statement credit with those points, and the reason why I just didn't use the points during the initial transaction is because I'm gonna get points for this as well. So that's what I'm waiting to see, is how far that bumps it up, and then that's gonna tell me how much I need to pay. And of course those are coming out of the stash funds anyways, so I mean it's gonna be a zero. But I have to wait for them to clear the actual charge for me to do that. So that's why we don't see a plus, a dash, or anything there. That's why this isn't marked, because I'm kindly waiting for the credit card company to do its job and give me that on the transaction so I can take care of it. But that gets us into Sunday here. So what I do in a situation like that is I will do an estimate of what I have remaining. I just write it in pencil, and I went ahead and made the standard minimum payment for Chase. I made the extra focus payment towards Chase, and yes, and of course the gas funds, because with everything else going on, I kind of forgot about the mission that I had earlier. So yes, the gas savings account has officially started, and that's it. That's where we're at, guys. So, um, like I said, like the whole purchase things and that, like, I know for a fact I am somebody who is going to routinely purchase. It's just who I am. I love getting those quick buys. I love knowing that I got good deals. I have been able to taper it down into knowing that I am only buying things that I know that I'm absolutely going to use. So it's not really wasteful spending anymore. Another one that I did, as we can see, the Temu number two. Yeah, I was really into Temu last week. But one of the things I purchased was like these two-tier stands, and I mean, did I need them? No. But in a weird way, I can say that these two-tiered stands now, I've used them to organize my Bath and Body Works soaps, which, if you remember back in January, I had to like promise myself not to make another Bath and Body Works purchase. Other than candles, I will not deny myself to candles, but I used to have my soaps organized in closed containers. Yes, they are organized by seasons. Um, but with these open shelves, I can now actually see, like, every time I go into my bathroom and open up the cupboard door, like, I see all of these soaps and lotions staring at me. It's like walking into a Bath and Body Works store at this point. So with that, like getting a daily dose of that, I have no desire to shop at Bath and Body Works for soaps right now. So yeah, did I spend $19 and get myself some shelves whenever, I really shouldn't have spent the 19 bucks? Yes. But to me, that's a purchase that just helped me save hundreds of dollars. Because I was going to. It was starting to get on my mind of like, ooh, Easter's coming up. You should go and see. No, 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 no. I am seeing, I'm seeing a lot. That is the last thing I need to do. Oh, it's bad. But it's kind of cool because, I mean, I got a lot of soaps, guys. So, I think that's a good place to end this. I think that's a happy note. Like I said, we're making progress. We're getting there. It's slowly coming down. Are there hiccups along the way? Yes, but I mean, it's real, guys. This is a real income. This is real bills. Real debt. And somebody who is learning how to budget. So, with that, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I do greatly appreciate all of the views and the comments. And please remember to hit that like and subscribe button to see more budget reviews.